part of the contract is I have to just mention them and everything.
Yeah,
I do the same thing for you guys.
Yeah.
I do the same thing for you guys. So
But yeah, we can totally do that.
that way I'm like, boom, now I have 2 sponsors.
So, anyways, I'm gonna start it right here. Because
Just
we were
like
having a
that.
Really good conversation. Like we were actually having a really good conversation.
you
I was like,
do,
dude, we
what
just
you
got... So, hey everybody, welcome to Modesty Frog People. It's your boy,
Yeah.
Big Daddy Dominic Alvarez. Of course, joining me, Mike. What had happened was Barrera.
What up?
What's going on, man? We have a special guest today, a veteran,
Yes.
3-time returning champion of the Modesty Frog People Octagon.
He's rocking the gold mic.
Ricky, the real deal, Nunez. What's going on? Welcome back, man.
Thanks for the pizza.
Yes.
Still,
Oh man.
I'm still on
You know
the
what?
pizza.
Shit, I forgot a beer. Damn it. Anywho, damn. Mike, take over. Oh no, no, because every time he does take over, he goes like this, Coach. He goes, and he'll finish up his sentence, and he'll go, and then he does one of those. But anywho, we were talking about, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and how you can help us, we can help you, kind of a really symbiotic relationship. And I want to say, first off, thank you for letting me come to class last night. I had a blast. It felt good to not be the only white belt this time because, even at 5-star, I have nothing bad to say about that place. We're not going to bash them or anything like that. They've always treated me good and stuff.
Yeah.
But, man, every time I did roll, it was nothing but blues, purples, and there's 1 or 2 browns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
getting crushed, which is good for me in the long run. But as far as application of all the technique and stuff like that, did not help.
You got to
I
be
was
around. You got to be around your peers.
right, and I was like, it's 100% defense.
Yeah.
100% defense.
All-
it's just
all day.
because you get to that level. Thank you. You get to that level where you're
Thank you.
rolling, and you go, man, I'm not gonna get tapped no more.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to be tapped anymore. This is ridiculous. It's almost every 2 seconds now. You know what I mean?
How do I go live on my? I'm sorry. How do I go live on my business? My flow roll.
It should.
There's a button, right?
I can't.
See?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you have to give it to the guru here. But anyways, so, we're talking kind of on a philosophical level.
Okay.
Fuck what you got to say.
Oh, okay, man.
On a okay.
First live video.
Oh,
I gotta
cool,
deal
cool.
with? You see what I got to deal with? I'm trying to see what y'all don't see or hear or anything is me holding the shit down with Mike Barrera and his nonsense.
Yeah, well, my Morello got to get your bitch ass a beer.
Bitch, if he has to get a beer.
I'm gonna interrupt this podcast to shout out to my live video and my followers really fast.
What is it?
We're
Go ahead, shout
we're
it out.
live here, Flow Roll Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on Modesty is for Ugly People.
Yeah.
Make sure to check them out. Awesome podcast. And I'm gonna let you guys just watch the show, watch our shenanigans here.
Oh, yeah.
They give me beer, so
Well, you're lucky I ain't got whiskey because I would have brought that instead. But we got really, really good beer from Mission Brewery. A friend of ours hooked us up. Thank you very much, Mission Brewery.
Thank you, Aaron.
And thank you, Aaron, that chill ass individual.
I don't know who you are, Aaron, but thank you.
Yes, he gave me some good beer, and I love Mission Brewery, and I love him for that. So the reason why we asked Ricky here today is not because we
I'm
enjoy
not
his
even
company.
live, damn it.
Oh,
Sorry, go
see,
ahead.
it's not for his smarts. So that's for fucking sure. But when he gets on the mat, dude, genius. He is a bona fide genius. He has wrestling background. He has really a lot of stuff that he's born on the mat, basically. And he breathes there, he lives there. And that's where his career is. And so, first off, congratulations,
Thank you.
man. What a great way to make a living.
It's funny. My brother was a wrestler when I was like 3, and pretty much like before I was born. And we'd go to tournaments and stuff, and like my mom would set like the playpen and everything up. So like when you say I was like born on the mat, it's really funny. Like I grew up just around wrestling my whole life.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
family had their own wrestling club,
Yeah.
and so
Well, the bull,
Living Grove Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Living
yeah,
Grove
that's what you-
Bulldogs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we asked Ricky. First off, Coach Ricky, let me. Wow, that's really cool.
That's another school back east.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to rep you
It's
guys.
Flow Roll do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that
bad.
one's flow roll jiu-jitsu. You got to do flow roll
Yeah.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so we asked you to come back on the show just because we were trying to get a lot more people on, and we just really enjoy you coming here because it's very different to have someone that's kind of not in our circle, like our super tight circle,
Yeah.
but our outer circle, and then
Yeah.
we really enjoy your
Whoa,
company.
whoa. What do you mean outer circle? What?
Come on, man. You didn't make last month's payment, okay? So let's just be real.
I didn't pay my dues. I didn't pay my dues.
So no, we
What are you
have a
trying to
good
look
time.
for, man? Go on my
Mike,
Facebook.
He's the worst. He's the worst when he's doing this.
Aren't you like the?
Just go on
aren't you
Facebook.
I was just trying to find him on Google, but
Hey,
we need to get him
right
out
here,
there.
right here. Just
Get him out
Well,
there.
the website's under construction.
Yes.
Under construction. So once we get there, it'll be on Google
Let's
AdWords.
see. Oh, that's like 10 seconds behind.
Is it?
Anyways, so
No, it's not. Oh.
Anyways.
okay, guys, we're getting
yeah, it
really,
is.
really distracted
Yeah,
here.
it is. Sorry.
Oh, good, man.
Fuckers.
Keep doing what you do.
Oh, well, I'm trying to, but Coach Ricky is looking at your fucked up typing. Anyways,
I still do the one.
he's the
key.
worst when it
The
comes to
two
that.
fingers.
He's
Dude.
the worst. He cannot use the Google. Okay, he just
And,
can't.
Dude, all you got to do is ask it questions, man.
You guys were, man. You know what?
Yes. And see, he always says he's gonna kick my ass. I was like, well, let's go to Coach Ricky's studio. Let's go. Come on, man. Never happens. It's always man. What had happened was
You just
never happened.
called him out on live social media, man.
That was very mellow compared to what I normally do in front of our friends. But
About to go down.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach Rick.
yeah,
that's just my personal page.
there's still jujitsu shit on there
know,
though.
man.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry, no, go ahead. Sorry,
There's him hugging a kid. White belt.
that's
Look
my
at him.
kid, man.
Yeah,
I just promoted my son to gray belt.
Oh,
nice.
Hey, that's what's up.
Congratulations.
Is
That's
that
very
your team?
That's my
That's the team
that's my
right there.
competition team right there.
Yeah, that's what's up. See,
flow
Dominic
roll.
is
Brazilian-
nowhere near.
Nowhere near. You know what? No, excuse me. Hold on. Go back. I'm extremely in this picture. I'm behind the camera.
He's the one that.
See?
Did you go? No, you didn't go.
To-
Oh yeah, no,
Yes, I
yeah.
did.
You
Thank
took-
you, Coach.
Sorry,
God.
I forgot.
So what's the
Flow
Facebook?
roll Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, I typed you in.
Maybe that's an issue. Maybe that's why I'm not getting
I don't
people
know.
following.
I don't know.
I don't even know how do I check how many people are watching this live? Is like no one watching it?
It'll tell you.
it'll tell you.
No, well,
Is this what you're
there's nobody there.
So
I-
yeah.
No.
Oh my
I
god.
put in flow roll. Brazilian
Put no
jiu-jitsu.
space in between flow roll.
Okay.
See, this is why people don't watch us because of him. It's not me.
Man, fuck you.
I'm on my shit,
You
man.
know what?
There it is, Mike. There it is. Look at you. It's almost like you know what you do. Hey, there's you right there in the room.
What?
It was there, right there. But anyways, so we were talking about like what we're gonna potentially do with a different show, or maybe even
Yeah.
add onto the show and stuff. And then all of a sudden, the
Don't
passion,
ever post shit like that again.
the passion.
I'm not like
yeah,
that.
nah, no, that's
Come on, man. A lot of people like that.
I'm just joking, dude.
That was
Yeah, sure.
relaxing.
Where's the one with Dominic, dude? I
I'm
was
right
like,
there.
Dominic.
I'm right there.
That was like week. That was like
That
a
was like
year
a year
ago,
ago.
man.
Well, I'm just saying, like
Well,
he asked.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I posted the picture on Facebook.
on
I think it was just
Instant
Instagram.
Mess.
And well, actually, you know what? It should have automatically shared to my Facebook. Keep going down.
because does it go? Is it?
Yeah. Keep going down.
Nope, that's it.
It is. No, I gotta-
Look, you stick to jiu-jitsu. That's it.
That's
all you
it.
need to do. Mike,
That's it.
you just stick to your beats,
Yeah.
and you let Big Daddy do this. Do the choreo. I do this.
The
I orchestrate.
choreography? What?
I orchestrate.
I can't
okay?
choke out a TV, so
Yeah.
I'm like, it is
I would
what
like
it
to
is.
Stupid
see that
TV.
rear naked choke right now. Go
Oh
ahead.
God, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
My shit
You want
would
me to put him to
hurt.
sleep
No,
on live
please,
Facebook?
No,
Huh?
we
Dude,
don't
that'd
need
be
to do
great.
that. We don't need to do that. That's terrible. That's a bad
He
idea.
don't got that many brain cells.
No,
Yeah.
not lately. But hey, so
So, anything you want
Ba-
to promote for your?
yes, let's
your-
promote some stuff, and we'll get right into
All
it.
right, so
It's almost 10 minutes, and we try to
Flow
keep it
Roll Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, 852 Jackman Street out in El Cajon. It's in the same shopping center as the Rock, East County.
Yeah, we'll put the link in.
Mhm.
We'll put the,
And the address. And,
And
everything
then
you need to know.
also my sponsor, BreakpointFC.com, Breakpoint Fight Company. Go get your gear. They have really, really good gear and apparel.
All right, right on,
Yeah.
man, right on. I had the privilege of rolling last night in your studio, and it was
Sorry I had
super
to
fun.
miss that, man. I really.
No, it's
I
all
was- I
good,
really
man.
wanted to go.
It's all good.
Fuck you.
Yeah, anyways, yeah. So we had a really good time last night. It was probably one of the looser classes I've ever had. I mean, because your classes are always pretty mellow, very just calm.
Yeah.
But that one was extra.
That you know,
mellow.
it was Friday. I was feeling good. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to be serious about anything.
Yeah, and you know what? I think you have one or two people competing soon.
Well, we have a whole team competing.
Oh, okay.
We have
I'm
about
sorry, I'm sorry.
7 of us competing in Grappling X
Oh, okay.
on the 26th.
Yeah.
And then we have Taylor who fights at 5 Grappling on the 11th next weekend.
Oh, okay.
A week from
Well,
today.
Good luck, Taylor. I've seen her roll. I've rolled with her.
It's her
She's
first
great.
pro fight as a first pro grappling event.
How fucking cool is that
Yeah.
to get paid to do jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Super
Right?
cool. Super cool, man.
And she's also sponsored by Breakpoint as well.
Oh, right on. Congratulations, Taylor, and all the best of luck to you.
So
Give
it's
them
going to
hell.
be like theater settings. So it's going to be like just like an MMA fight. You walk out to music,
Well, dude,
one
like,
fight at a
intros.
time.
Well, dude, like Metamoris. I mean, I hear they're kind of going out of business now, but
but there's so
bad
much
things.
like it now.
Yeah, it's like Metamoris.
So
or
much like
the
it.
biggest one, or probably the more promoted one, is was it Submission Underground?
Yeah.
Like they actually have jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, like no gi, but it's actually in an MMA cage. So it's very much like MMA or prize fighting, if you will. And now, you have my personal favorite is the Eddie Bravo Invitational, which is because of the rules. I like it because of the rules, not because of just who it is. I enjoy the guy too. But the rules are, a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments are point-based.
Uh-huh.
Is it on my computer?
No, it was empty.
No, it's
it was
not.
empty.
God. It's all
Those are
point.
cat-like reflexes,
Yeah.
though. I'm
Man,
like,
so,
what the hell?
got to edit that out. But they have a point system. So if you take someone down and you get in their guard or in the half guard or side mount, that's like 3, 4, whatever points. Eddie Bravo, there's no such thing. You go for the kill. You go and you try to win. And that's where a lot of submission grappling tournaments are starting to veer towards because of Eddie Bravo Invitational.
I like it better that way because it's a combative art. Points, what are points?
Yeah.
What are points?
Well, see, and no, I do
Kill
give you this,
your guy.
I do get this where it's like there is sport jujitsu, there is sport jujitsu, and then there is combative jujitsu. Like I don't really see someone doing donkey guard in the street. And for those that don't know, donkey guard is like basically you stand on your head.
Well, no, you do donkey guard on me. I'm going to pick you up and then slam you on your head.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? In sport jujitsu, you're
Yeah.
not going to do that. You're just going to be like, that is hilarious, and it is if you know how to do it.
You can
if
check
you're
their oil.
Yeah, if you're in
Check
yeah,
their oil, man.
basically you stand on your head and you just kind of wiggle yourself, like kind of like a girl would do, like in like a Busta Rhymes video.
Hey,
Kinda
Yeah,
wiggle
baby.
twerk
yourself.
on the head.
Well, that's what it is.
Twerking. That's called
Twerking.
twerking.
Upside down
upside down
twerking.
twerk. Yes, that's what it is. I mean,
Usually,
no disrespect to Jeff Glover or anything like that. I'm just saying.
He's gonna come do donkey
usually
guard.
up against a wall.
Yeah. I'll demonstrate for you.
You want to
Guys,
demonstrate? I'm live. I'm live.
no,
Here.
I'm
Here.
good, I'm
You
good.
can do it.
I'm
You
good,
can
I'm
do
good,
it?
I'm good.
All right.
Good.
All right.
No. So, but early. Okay, so let's get back all the way. So, jiu-jitsu is a great thing. Good luck to Taylor, you and your whole team. Congratulations on what you're doing.
Thank you.
And all that stuff. But we were talking about the philosophical views of what Brazilian jiu-jitsu can give you, and I don't feel that you can truly get this in like karate and taekwondo and stuff like that. You can get a really good discipline going on in all of those martial arts. But like, let's just take I forgot what it was called. I think it's Kyokushin karate. So what happens is they do primarily like 3 strikes to the body and that's it. They never hit the head.
Okay.
And I go, that's not real. That's not what a real life situation would be. Now, there is a kind of an unrealistic thing in jiu-jitsu too where we don't punch. We can punch, we don't punch. And just like Kyokushin, you can punch to the head, but they don't practice punching to the head.
Okay.
Kind of like jiu-jitsu, they don't practice punching to the head.
Why don't they practice punching in the head though?
Well, in the schools I've been to,
Uh-huh.
even like last night's lessons, we didn't really punch to the head. But the potential to punch to the face is
Wait.
always there in every martial art, right?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because we're working on chokes. We're working on punches.
I'm saying the real.
Did you come to my school last night?
Listen, just watching him talk out his ass. Like,
I'm not. I'm getting to a point.
All right, go ahead. Keep
So,
going. Keep going. Keep going.
The realism
Uh-huh.
of jiu-jitsu is a little closer than it is like a karate or a taekwondo or something like that. Because when you're getting choked, there's no denial of you losing air. And there's no denying of you going. But when you're doing taekwondo or something,
Yeah.
you're padded up.
Yeah.
You know, there's no straight up strikes to the face, like straight up 1-2 combination. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? In a tournament of taekwondo, there's none of that. There's that kick right to the tummy, and then you get a point, and you stop. Jiu-jitsu, if you take someone's back and you get points, the ref isn't gonna stop it because you got points.
True.
No.
True.
No. Guess what's gonna happen? Someone takes your back. That window of opportunity starting to shrink, my friend. And the realism. So that's why I say the philosophical. You can get a lot more philosophical in life or whatever you want, take away from it in jiu-jitsu than you could in a lot of other martial arts, and that's what I was getting to. You fucking asshole.
I agree. Like, well, the
I was live.
Took you long enough.
I was like,
You guys kept shitting on me.
Losing
Man.
the listener.
and the podcast is over.
Damn it.
Yeah, put it over here.
Man.
So,
Hey.
I agree. I definitely.
This is going off the hinges, man.
I definitely agree with the yes. It is real. Joe Rogan says that when you think about a choke, you think about a tap. You're taking somebody to the point of death, and then you're letting them go.
Yeah.
It's like a friendly game. He says it's a friendly game of I kill you, you kill me, kind of a thing. And when you think about it, it's kind of true. Like if you tap because I have your arm in the street, that means I just broke your arm and then I killed you.
Yeah.
If I choked you in the street, I'm not stopping until you're unconscious. Take your watch and your wallet and take off.
See,
But
you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? Because I play video games and stuff
He's
like
a
that.
good dude.
And usually when you play video games and you kill your opponent or something like that, there's a thing called loot. So you take their gold and you take their armor or whatever. And I always thought, like, in the
what
street,
kind of video games you playing, man?
Oh, man, what the fuck?
like
You
every video
promoting-
game. What the hell? But no, like in the street, like if you,
GTA.
if you get in the street altercation and you choke the dude out safely and no one truly got hurt, he
Yeah.
just got put to sleep,
Yeah.
you get to take his wallet. I think you get to take whatever the fuck he got, his watch and stuff like that. Like you won. That's a win. I could have killed you.
I would've take all his
price
identity
is
and
the
shit. I'd be
price
like-
is you get your watch taken. That's the price for
yeah.
me sparing your fucking life.
That's a great game.
That's just me.
What game is this?
Life.
It's called.
Life, my friend. Okay? If Big Daddy puts you to sleep, guess what? You're waking up gi-less because I want that gi. All right, I got a shitty gi and I need a new one.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. Also,
So pretty much, if you roll with Dom, you'll keep your gi. You will never.
I'm
take
not
that
even
shit.
gonna say what happened last night when we were rolling. So, anyways, and also on that aspect, the reason why I like chokes is the same reason why Elio Gracie said there's no tough guy when it comes to chokes. If I break your arm and you're defending your family, you're gonna fight me still. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
But if I put you to sleep, you need blood, you need air.
Yeah.
There's no tough guy when it comes to that.
Right.
You just get put to sleep.
And that's what I was saying. Like to me, I felt in more danger than I've ever have in my life. But
There you go,
with-
Jessica. That's what it
with
is.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu takes you to that. Because the gray tunnel, you've experienced it, I've experienced it. I'm not
Yes.
sure if Mike's experienced it. The gray tunnel sucks. It's
Yeah.
very relaxing. It's very relaxing, but because you're in a safe environment.
I
and
wish
getting
somebody would
checked.
put me to sleep. I need a nap.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids. I work 2 jobs, and
So the gray tunnel is pretty real. I think the realest you can get in like a lot of striking martial arts and stuff like that, you get put to sleep and it's instantaneous. There's no window of opportunity to struggle out or there's no panic. You know what I
most
mean?
people say they thought they were okay, and then they're waking up.
Oh, that's how I got put in an armbar. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna get put in an armbar. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I can. No, I can't. It was that quick. It was I can. No, you
Yeah.
can't. So again, philosophically, you can learn tons of life lessons on the mat when you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But anything though, you can do a lot.
Yeah,
of
as long
to
as you
me-
dedicate yourself to something, you're gonna learn a lot from it. And if you can deal with the stress of like someone trying to fucking choke you for an hour, like you can deal with the stress of your bills.
Yeah, and, it's like this sucks, but it's not as bad as getting choked. Like,
Every like high level jiu-jitsu guy will tell you the same thing. Like once you deal with the stress of jiu-jitsu, everything else kind of becomes easier.
yeah. Well, that's what my
You know what I
coworker
mean?
says because he put his little girl into jiu-jitsu, and they're at Outliers.
Okay.
Yeah, Outliers, right? And then he's like, she wants that stripe on her belt. She just fiends for the stripe on her belt.
Yeah.
But the coach is like, I can see it now. Like she's starting to get it.
I
'Cause
broke
she-
my thumb.
Oh, yeah.
Go on,
okay,
sorry.
so
I got
didn't-
people
didn't- don't
talking
snap
to me.
I'm not a fucking sap.
Sorry.
Okay.
I wasn't
We're
snapping
not
at
in
you.
The studio. We're not in the studio. We're not in the thing.
Like
no
first
more.
of all, I
It's
wasn't
my
snapping at you. Second of all, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it, bitch?
See, hold on. You know as well as I do, I can bitch with the best. Okay, I can just whine. He's like, oh God, Oh God, Mike, choke me now. Go ahead, Mike. You have my permission. I don't want to hear his fucking mouth. I do all this. Okay. All right. God damn it!
man.
I'm taking this away from you.
Well, give me something heavier to put this on. God, you guys' studio's all. Never mind. No, sorry. I wasn't talking shit.
So, anyways, Mike.
Excuse me.
So we were we had a couple ideas and all that stuff, and we wanted to ask Coach Ricky and all that good stuff. And you know, the cool thing I was saying was like,
I forgot what I thought.
Mike,
Keep going.
I was like, it was like, Coach Ricky actually has could potentially have questions for you because you don't do jiu-jitsu, and you know, I'm a huge fan of it. I'm not the biggest practitioner of it, but I'm a huge fan of it. He's a brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's deep into it. I'm pretty deep into it theoretically.
I've had like one or two.
You've had a couple lessons, you know what I mean? Like, and the dynamic you guys could potentially create is the bridge is there, you know what I mean? The outsider, like what is, and then the insider that's it's this, you know what I mean? How does that like? What's probably one of the first things you would ask, or if you were to like find a school, let's say you found a school or something, and Coach Ricky was there, what would probably be the first couple of things you would ask him, or be your main concern?
I mean, how to defend myself. I mean, like,
How to defend yourself?
Yeah, like because I could throw haymakers all day, but are they gonna land? When's the right time to throw a haymaker? When's the right time to even throw a punch? You know, like I mean, like I've been into.
So I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at
No, yeah.
people.
Well,
Comments.
I've been into like in altercations, but it's like, like what you know that can save you in a physical altercation may, you know, like I'm gonna die because I don't know what you know, you know, like I can.
Well, the scary part about that is like bad guys train too nowadays.
Yeah, see, and that's
That's
what's
the scary
crazy,
part
like,
about it.
I see a dude. I'm not sure if he fucking fights because we've talked about this before in our other podcast. Was jiu-jitsu fighters don't look like the normal, you know, fucking swole.
No, most of them, yeah.
Head,
Well, like
you know?
that one, the Korean MMA guy, he just fought Cub Swanson, and that was the craziest fucking fight I have ever seen in my life. Cub Swanson was just nailing him with just. This was not technical punches. They were just straight up hood.
Yeah.
Wham! And the dude just took it like he looks like he's a toy salesman. He
But-
works at Toys R Us. That's
Yeah,
what he looks
like,
like.
so-
So
I mean-
one of the first things that I would answer you on that aspect would be to understand that there are 4 main ranges to a fight.
Yeah.
Even though I teach jiu-jitsu primarily, I understand that it's not end-all be-all. That's the way it used to be, right? Back in the day,
absolutely.
jiu-jitsu solves everything. It doesn't nowadays. My Glock does. No, but look,
Dude, hey, Bruce Lee said it.
but also, you know, it's like, look, like you have to understand that we're not gonna be on our knees like you do at a jiu-jitsu school, slap hands, bump fist, and go.
Yeah.
When the shit hits the fan, you're by your car, you're in a store, you're in a parking lot. Go roll around the concrete for 5 minutes and tell me how it fucking feels.
No.
So, do I want the fight to go to the ground? Maybe. But why? What's the main reason why I want to be efficient on the ground? To get back up to my feet.
Oh, okay.
That's
that-
really
that
the
makes
main
sense.
reason why I want, because I lose tons of mobility on the
because-
ground.
And then also it like altercations happen so fast, especially physical ones. It happens so fast. You want to I want to know what to automatically, you know, get into. You know, what do I automatically want to do? I'm not gonna
It's
sit
just
there
like
and
muscle
just,
memory, you know?
You know, put my dukes
Yeah.
up and then
Yeah.
expect shit to happen. I'm like,
Well, and see, that's
because I
when,
might
like,
not be in that position. He might push me first. I trip over something.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to catch my balance, or I trip over that something and fall to the ground and just get ready. You know.
Yeah.
And that's
I
like
don't
when
know.
like the more like the Jeet Kune Do comes into play.
Yeah.
Where it's because like I gotta understand my base, my posture, my hands, my elbows. Where am I at? You know, what do I have a high line, a mid line, and a low line. How do I protect each one, but still not compromising
if
my
one-
base and posture? I mean, it's so deep. People think, especially all these like fucking tough guys, they think that fighting is easy. It's such a deep pool of knowledge that people don't understand.
Well, hold on. No, fighting is easy. You throw a punch.
Fighting
you hit-
properly.
Fighting correctly,
Yes.
is extremely hard and deep. You know what I mean? So we all have that primordial instinct to ball our fist up and smash until the guy is not moving anymore. We
Correct.
all have that.
Correct.
Our kids, I mean, you want to talk about, everybody having it. Kids, watch a kid do it. Watch a kid just go and scratch, like they'll scratch and pull whatever is available to them.
Oh yeah.
But again, that's all in us. But
Yeah.
to fight correctly and to minimize damage to yourself and your opponent while winning a true fight is very difficult.
I agree. I agree that. Well, just like anything, anybody could shoot a basketball, right?
Right.
Anyone could swing a bat.
Mm-hmm.
But can you,
Do it
can you
correctly?
properly? I can't shoot a basketball to save my life, but I understand the concept of trying to put the ball in the
Right, yeah.
basket. You remember I was a great fielder.
Yeah, those butterflies weren't going to cast themselves, man.
It's funny because I just listened to that the other day and I was just cracking up.
Yeah, dude.
That's why when you called
That's why it pissed me
yesterday,
off when they put my daughter in the outfit. I was like, for real?
Yeah, y'all got an athlete now.
that's why when you called me yesterday, that's why I answered it. I said, Dominic.
Dominic! You just killed me. I'm like, dude, it's butterflies, man. Come on.
So to answer your question, like,
You getting hot here? You getting hot here?
a little bit.
You just turned British?
Or so-
Australian?
So to answer your question, what would I tell you? I would be like, that's a pretty complex question.
Okay, yeah.
But,
yeah, okay.
Let's sit down. Let's talk about how I'm going to answer that. And then I would answer you in like segments. Why do you want to learn how to defend yourself? How do you want to learn how to defend yourself? Have you ever fought before? Have you ever been in a fight before? Have you ever trained before? Have you ever played water polo before? Just all kinds of like variable questions.
How do you grade the equestrian scoreboard?
There's there's so many different variables. It's like it's such a good.
Last night in class, like, first, real quick, they were talking about, like, someone said that Princess Jasmine was hot, and I was like, what the fuck? And so they were just like, yeah, what's his name said, like, Princess Jasmine was hot, and then
It was Taylor.
Okay,
Taylor said it. Yeah.
and I said, and she has a tiger, and then
That
in
was-
the mid choke, he goes, Dominic says the randomest shit. I'm like, wait a minute.
But it
Thinking
made
of cartoons,
sense,
you know?
But it made sense. Like I have, she has a
I'm the one
tiger,
that stood
man.
out of that whole fucking conversation.
That was
Finding a
good,
cartoon
though.
hot. And me saying a cool ass tiger is cool is the weirdness of that. Okay? What the fuck? You're fucking kidding me, man. That's some
Hey, but
bullshit.
don't act like you ain't never looked at Disney characters like
Belle is my chick. I was gonna say Belle, but I didn't want to get choked.
Who's
even
Belle? Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, back to fighting. Back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
fiting.
'cause-
We're going back to let's go.
harder. Hey, weird, man. I
Let's
was
go.
about to. I would have won. I would have found a way. Oh shit! I'm
Prison,
sorry.
like what are we in the fucking chow line in prison?
He gonna give me that cornbread.
You
He
got
gonna
a fucking,
choke over it.
you got a fucking shit.
Right? He's like, what
Anyways,
up?
I'm sorry.
Or he's like, nah, we're cool,
it weird.
Holmes.
Took it
Anyway,
weird.
with a fucking toothbrush.
No, I think you're right because you can't answer that question with a flat out
Yeah,
I got
okay.
your back. Because there are several people that even in jiu-jitsu, they
Yeah.
do it because they hate jiu-jitsu. People do jiu-jitsu because they're like, I'm so terrible on the ground.
Yeah.
I want to at least get up, not submit anyone. And that's all, like Mikko Krokop. He's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Or the equivalent, I should say. I don't know if anybody ever
well, so is
actually-
Vanderlei Silva.
Yes, but we all know what those two can fucking do.
Yeah.
Right leg hospital, left leg morgue.
Let me
Krokop's
just
thing.
stop you right there.
Okay.
A lot of people,
Rude.
most
It's fine. That's just my
Don't
question.
apologize to him, man.
Yes.
most
Verbal tap,
people,
everybody. He did it twice. You saw his hand. It was live. Sorry.
most people think that they can get away with the adrenaline, the fatherly instinct, the motherly
Yeah.
instinct. Oh, somebody's trying to take my kids. I'll fucking kill them. It's like, well, wait a minute. You also think that, you're a human being. If you fight me as hard as you can for 2 minutes straight.
Yes.
I don't give a damn how good your fatherly instinct is. You're gonna be gassed.
You'll be breathing hard.
You're gonna be gassed. And so, yes, it's okay to to be able to like stand up and stuff. But there's
Right.
a lot of different variables to go with it
What
because
I
the
was
ground will drain you more than anything. The ground will drain
hitting
you.
the bag for 2 minutes is pretty fucking tough.
The bag doesn't hit back, man.
True. No, you're right. I take that back.
Well,
thinking on the stamina aspect,
try to judo. Try to throw something that's trying to throw you back.
Right.
You could throw a ball. That shit ain't trying to throw you back.
Yeah.
Trying to throw something that's actually trying to throw you back. Try to hit a bag that's
Yeah.
trying to hit you back,
Yeah.
and then it comes into a whole different ball
I mean,
game.
it's just
No
like,
pun intended.
Mike too. Like it's okay for people to go to the gym and be in shape. I encourage it. I want everybody to be in shape and live a long life, But when you're like, I'm not gonna say my weight, but if I push 150 pounds, the 150 pounds on the bench, that's no big deal to me. Like
Correct.
It's not a big deal.
No.
But if that 150 pounds is starting to reach for my neck. Oh
Yes.
man, do you panic
Dude, it's
and do
funny.
you start twisting and turning?
It's funny because I have a friend that's.
I have a friend,
he's
too.
Like, he's like beefed up. He's like super swole. He can
Yeah.
fucking push up like 4 plates, 5
Yeah.
plates on each side. He's like, yeah.
Damn.
And then I got my boy that has what Dominic calls or what the farmer strength. So they put a video online and they're arm wrestling. The dude, my boy John, with the farmer strength, fucking beat the beef head. Like,
Yeah.
It's called mirror muscle for a reason.
Sorry. I mean,
That's
my boy
true.
probably watching this. Sorry, Gordo, but
Are we
dude,
live?
he's like fucking
What's
like
up, Gordo?
he's like swole. He knows how he knows how to like
Yeah.
make himself. He
Yeah.
knows his body
Right.
or whatever. He knows how to take care of his body. But as far as like that
Functional strength.
yeah,
is
there you go.
very,
Functional
very
strength.
And
different.
that's what I was gonna say.
He's
the
like-
functional strength. I don't care how strong you are. If you don't train, you're not. I don't care how strong you are.
Yeah.
I don't care how many weights you lift. I don't care how many street fights you've been in.
Yeah.
If you don't train, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And even
That's
street
just-
fights though, what is that? Max 20 seconds. That's if you're really starting to put an effort into it. I mean, you go 10 seconds of just
And remind us to go back to street fights because that's I'm gonna I want to talk about a little bit of the obligation I was talking
Sure.
about
Dominic
to
doesn't know about
protect
street
our
fights.
Sure
our
don't.
humans here, our beans, our peeps, whatever the fuck we are.
word.
Street Fighter, the
Brown
game
folks.
he knows about, but not Street Fighter.
Ryu can.
Oh, you. I don't remember
would
Street
grab
Fighter that
someone's finger
much.
and well, you're not a gamer. Like
I've never been
you've
a
never
gamer,
done- yeah,
man.
you don't-
I tried to get on like the game, like I have a PS4, but it just
Oh, for your kid.
yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
Well,
say,
even my son's not a gamer. He'd rather choke people.
Yeah.
That PS4 is in the wrong place.
And he, I know people are gonna try to go jack my PS4 now. She's gonna
Not
get
me.
shot.
I would say, yeah, I know what's in that house. A big ass dog.
I was
Man,
gonna
I thought
say
you do
you
jujitsu,
would
but
get
you could enter my
Yeah,
house. I'll
right.
kill
Well,
you.
dude, well, Bruce
you're gonna
Lee
get
said
mauled by a German Shepherd or licked.
it. Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't even get up. The other day that I heard a thud.
He
And
was
I,
like,
he didn't. He I heard his ear twitch. I saw his ear twitch, so I know he heard it.
yeah, he was like,
He
oh.
didn't even fucking get up. He didn't even go investigate. I'm
He's
like,
like, that's your problem.
and then I'm like looking, like, is he gonna get up? And nothing.
That's Dom as a husband.
He sends Colleen out to check the noises.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah?
You got this. You got this. You know where my guns are.
But I have her back, like
He's
in the room.
moral support.
She's not over here.
Don't get shot. Anyways,
I heard
so
something in the garage.
let's talk about.
Chin down, chin down, flashlight, and the phone call, honey.
Let's talk about that for a second. It's
Sure.
funny. I always come on your guys' show and like take over as a fucking host.
Whatever.
Fine, it's better than him.
So,
What? Sorry,
aw,
what?
you guys are
What?
mean.
I never said that.
My
drinking
fucking
the
phone just died. Are you kidding me? So,
Well, it's an
Beer.
iPhone, right?
does anyone have an iPhone charger?
No, I would not have such a.
Do you have an iPhone charger?
I did give you a beer.
I know.
So, anyways, I want to go back to kind of like that obligation. You said that obligation as like people that are mentally capable of giving back to the community. I think we do have a kind of an obligation, like teach people to make people aware that how vulnerable we are.
right.
How vulnerable we are.
I mean,
and
as a species, as a person, and an individual. You know what I mean? Like
as
you're-
everything, as everything.
everything that you are made of and stand for. Very vulnerable.
Extremely vulnerable. So the knowledge. Well, I love the quote. This is the quote I was going to save. Is the best defense against evil men are good men that are skilled at violence. I love that because nowadays it's going to resort to violence. I guarantee you 100%.
Yep.
It's gonna resort to violence. In this day and age, we're so divided now. We're so like pro-Trump, anti-Trump,
Yeah.
Everybody's
white,
so goddamn
black,
sensitive.
gray, blue
Yeah.
and turquoise. We're so divided. It doesn't matter if I like this, you like that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna resort to violence.
Right.
And so that's why I tell people we're obligated. Learn how to use a weapon. Learn how to use a bow. Learn how to use a stick because it's going down.
Yeah.
Because it's
about to go down.
It's about to go down.
Straight from
I'm
Coach
pretty upset my
Nunez.
phone died because I had a lot of people following me. You don't have an iPhone charger?
No, I would not carry
yeah.
such things in my house. So no.
Car.
You do? I have one in my car
There you
too.
go. Okay.
But do you have the little box though?
Oh, the little.
Yes.
Okay.
It does
Yes.
have a little box.
Yes. So, anyways, I can run to my car really
That was a
fast.
vagina choke, people.
Okay.
And there's
So to answer your question, a little bit more thoroughly, yes, I feel like if you're physically and mentally,
fucking touch me.
well, there's USB ports right here in the TV. So
No, I have to hook it up. Yeah, see, piece of shit iPhones.
I believe if you're physically and you're mentally capable of showing another human being how vulnerable they are and a little bit of how to protect themselves,
Yeah.
I feel like it's an obligation.
Close the door,
We have to. Like, my knowledge is no good if it's just my knowledge.
Right.
When shit hits the fan, I'm not going to sit here and take on 100 people. But what I will do is feel comfortable with the 100 people that I've trained
Right, yeah.
and have them go into battle with me.
Right. And, yes, this country is starting to become, you can feel it in the air. You can feel the tension.
You really
and you
can.
know what? And even from last year, from when all this was starting to come surface, you could see people just starting to, be a little more pro, a little more anti. And it's like, dude, relax. So I met this dude. It was on the show. Well, I'll sum it up for you.
Okay.
I was talking to a guy, very pro-Trump. Good dude. I have
Yeah.
nothing bad to say about this guy. He does great work. He's a good businessman, and
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about this dude. But he was like, so pro-Trump. So pro-Trump. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I
Yeah.
have no problem with that. I really
Yeah.
don't. And he tried to, not check me, but he was like, so when was the last time you had a reality check, Dom? And I was letting him go
Yeah.
all political on me because I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you vote for or
Yeah.
whatever. It's just like, just be good human being. Leave me and my family alone,
Yeah.
and we're fine. And like I always say, you fuck with my wallet, you fuck with my family. That's when we have a problem.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can say I'm gay, I'm straight, which is very offensive. You can say anything you want to me. It doesn't bother me. But
Wait, saying you're straight is offensive?
Yes, man. I have an image here. No, so what I was getting to, he was like, Dom, when was the last time you had a reality check? And I
Yeah.
go, stop. Now, you may get all this political shit all over me, but I guarantee you, I had a way more real reality check recently than you ever have. I'm like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm like, my trainer and his students, it doesn't work. It's not, the monitor's not hooked up. Plug it into the computer. You can try it. I don't think it is, but okay. So, but he was like, when was the last time you got checked? And I was like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, you can't.
And he's the audio fucking.
The
technician
TV's
and shit.
on. It's got power, man.
It's
Okay,
not
I'm
plugged
trying to
in.
get to a good point
He
here.
said, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
So I was like, he was like, when's the last time you got really checked? And I go, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I get reality checked a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, because I've felt very vulnerable, and even though I watch the videos, I am very much a fan of you and just jiu-jitsu in general.
Yeah.
Every man, I always told Mike, I was like, every man in any scenario always thinks they can win.
Yes.
And even with my experience, and even with being underneath people, on top of people, and stuff on the mats, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can win.
Yeah.
Even with you, I'm like, dude, I can beat him now. I think I can. And then reality comes in.
Well, let's
no,
not
you
get ahead of
can't.
ourselves.
Yeah, but that's how it is, though. That's how a lot of people think nowadays. They think in just about any situation they can make it through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And again, you're a brown belt. I'm a extreme white belt. I'm like, I think I got him now. I think I got him now.
Yeah.
But no, that's not how reality works. And I was like, I tell you right now, I was like, you come with me, I'll give you a straight reality check right now.
Yeah.
And I'm a white belt.
Yeah.
I will ragdoll you, my friend, and I'll make you feel not just vulnerable, helpless
Yeah.
as a man. because
Yeah.
he's a guy.
And who have you said that to?
I didn't say it.
Oh,
I'm just saying
I was like,
in philosophy. No, because he said, when was the last time you got rally check? And I was like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu all day. And he goes, oh, so you know.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm like, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know. Like,
Yeah.
to where
And it's funny,
even a
and
small person sitting on my head, and you go, what can I do?
Yeah.
it's funny because
You know
I
what?
don't like just that little couple training sessions that I've had with him, and then that one with
Yeah.
you. Like, I'm like, shit, that is a reality check. Like, I don't think I could take somebody that knows this stuff, you know, that you what you guys do. Like, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I'd get fucked up.
Yeah.
But I used to be, you know, like, man, I'll fuck that dude up, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
you know,
Like, every guy always thinks they can win, no matter what. Any
Because
scenario, they can
I
fix
have-
the car, they can get the girl.
like I'm like I got adrenaline on my side. Like I'm
Yeah.
like everybody's watching.
And
you
that's
know,
what most people
and-
they bank on that. Like,
Fuck that.
oh, the adrenaline can do 50 men, a woman or a mom could pick up a car
Yeah,
off her bed.
they always talk
Maybe.
about that. It's possible
sure.
if there was no
Yeah.
other variables. But what if a fucking half of a building part was on top of that truck? She ain't gonna.
And
pick
that's what
that
it
shit
is.
up.
That's what it is. You know, like, yes, she could probably lift the car up off her child, but what if that car was trying to fight her?
Yeah. What if that car
what
was
if the
pulling
car was
back?
on fire?
What-
Like, holy shit. Like, goddamn. That sucks.
What if her kid was on fire?
Oh, what are we talking about?
I'm just throwing out variables.
No, well.
What if she was on fire?
But no, have you guys seen...
My mixtape is fire.
this track is on fire, bro. My dick is on fire. What?
I think
What?
that was.
That's called gonorrhea.
That's called the clown. But no, have you guys seen Bully Beatdown? It was an MTV show a long
With
time
the
ago.
Yeah.
Jason
Jason
Mayhem Miller.
So, I thought that
You
all
guys
that
wanna
shit
talk
was
about-
staged, dude.
You
All that
thought
shit
so?
was- yeah, dude.
Oh, I loved it. I
fucking-
loved Bully Beatdown.
And
you
I
wanna
love
talk
that they
about
had like nobodies. MMA guys that were like nobodies.
That proves the point
Abs-
even
yes,
more.
that's why I loved
because
it.
these guys are hungry, and hold on. First off, they had Andrei Arlovsky on there. That is not a
They did?
nobody. They had a former UFC heavyweight champion
It was probably
fight this big
to
old.
set
They had
the-
Andrei Arlovsky.
Andrei
That was probably
Jake
that first
Shields,
episode.
Bobby
Really?
Green.
Maybe
They
I
had,
didn't watch it.
First Eddie
It
Alvarez.
was the first episode.
Wow.
They got it off the ground, and then they started putting in the
Dude,
The nobodies.
Yeah.
They got
Well, I mean,
huge names in there.
those nobodies
They have
beat
huge
my
names.
ass.
So, but that was extremely close to reality.
Beat my
Like,
ass too.
you had all these tough guys. Yeah, I'm 6 foot something. I bully these dudes. I'm like, dude, first
All
off,
that
you're a grown
bullshit.
adult. Like, you're an adult. You should probably not do that. And then these fighters that weigh about the same as them,
Yeah.
just come in and work them.
Yeah.
Within the 2 minutes of just grappling and like one good German suplex or one
Yeah.
good slam, they're like.
Oh yeah.
And like Big John, the referee,
Yeah.
is like, "Do you want to stop?" But their stupid ego goes, "No, I'm good." It's like, no, listen to the human in you. Listen
Yes.
to that because you're not good. You are you're good because there's a referee, a cage, and medical people there.
Yeah.
But in reality, you're not nowhere near good. You are very much scared and you're very much in trouble.
And you're very much
Well, like like
embarrassed. Thousands of people watching this shit.
like there's like I'm like oh now I got nervous. Just kidding. No.
No, I'm talking about Bully Beatdown.
Bully beat down.
I think about the live
I
feed.
wish 1,000 people who watch it.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that'd be great.
damn,
We
you got a
have
lot of
one.
friends, man. You got one?
I had one.
He does.
Dude, I had a shit ton, and my phone
And the only
died.
people that are wives and somebody else.
Hi, honey.
So, anyways, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, like fitness professionals, they'll tell you listen to your body.
Yeah.
You're not shitting properly. Eat something, eat more fiber. You're not blah blah blah. You're not sweating. Drink more water. It's the same thing with that. You're exhausted. Stop fighting.
Yeah.
It's time to stop fighting.
Right. And you guys don't know when you even if you have proper training,
Yeah.
when you're gassed, you cannot throw a punch or not an effective one.
No, it's
You know what I mean?
it's an extremely helpless feeling.
Yes,
It is an
and everybody
extremely
doesn't matter
helpless
how
feeling.
trained and how well. Some people have a bigger gas tank and stuff like that, obviously. But I'm just saying, like when you go into a jiu-jitsu gym, a karate gym, anything that has any kind of combat, you're gonna realize super quick how vulnerable,
Yeah.
how hard it is to become even kind of efficient in
Yeah.
defending yourself as a whole. Doesn't matter if you're a dad. Doesn't matter if you're a mom. Doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, left or right. You know what I mean? Oh,
Well,
jeez.
no, it charged it enough to turn on, but then it stopped.
Just use the computer.
Hold up.
You have a computer right there.
Yeah, there's
I still need the live feed though.
USB.
It's right in the front.
Oh, okay.
This is the guy. I asked him if he watched Iron Man. He was like, "Who? What?" And I go,
So
"Iron Man, the
well,
superhero,
one of
Robert
the-
Downey Jr."
what can I unplug though? The white one.
The white one's fine.
Okay. Here's the thing: is like
No racism.
when
It's
you
just the
don't
white
know, when you don't know, you don't know. So the lack of knowledge is huge.
board. Yeah.
That's why when Mike said I would, what would I answer?
Yeah.
I would say, well, first let me give you a little bit of knowledge,
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there.
Right. See, that's extremely important because there would be. I mean, especially back in the '90s when you had karate was the shit because of Jean-Claude Van Damme, or
Yeah.
Aikido was the shit because of Steven Seagal, and it's like, hey, I want to learn how to defend myself. You came to the right place, Mike. You came to the right place.
Yeah.
And he would fuck you up for like 4 or 5 hours, and it's like, okay, that was $150. It's like, do you learn something? Yeah. Yeah.
I learned I can't beat your ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I learned how to take a fall, I guess. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was. But now in jiu-jitsu, you can't fake that. You cannot fake a real choke.
You cannot be fake on the mats.
No way.
If you go out and buy we'll say a brown belt.
Like literally buy it off of Amazon.
You go buy.
you know?
You've never earned it. You go buy a brown belt, and you and I come and I roll with you. I will know within 10 seconds
Absolutely.
whether or not you're a real brown belt. Probably not even 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, even just
Right.
like,
Probably in the handshake, like, hey, how you doing?
well, it's just you see people on YouTube and stuff how they like fake black belt gets outed, and you listen to the instructor get furious. They just get so mad. You cannot come into my class claiming you're a black belt and you don't even know how to fucking snake and shrimp, or that's a thing.
Yeah.
Coach Ricky can
Yeah,
explain
yeah,
it
no,
more.
I get it. I
You
get
know
it.
what I mean?
I
You
get
can't
it.
even do that properly.
Yeah.
Now there are times where Coach Ricky will teach me a technique. Now that technique don't work for me. I will learn the technique, then I'll make it my own because his limbs will probably be a little longer than mine, or he's a little stronger than me, or I'm a little more flexible than him. Like
A
you
little
learn
bit. Come on.
whatever.
Let's keep it real.
But I'm saying like there are sweeps that
Yeah.
I can get away with that you can't because of my flexibility in my legs. I'll learn the technique.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I can go. I don't need to push all the way out because I can just slither my leg in there
True.
and
True.
and still get the sweep.
Yeah.
Now I haven't. I can do that.
Yeah.
But within a few, you can make jujitsu your own. But you can't fake when someone grabs the lapel or the
Yeah.
collar of your thing and they don't know what to do. You just, you know what I mean? You might as well just leave it like that. Doesn't it turn
Turn it
sideways?
upside down.
Yeah,
Does it
doesn't
turn sideways? Are you sure?
Yeah.
But is it is you guys somebody answer me? Is this sideways to you guys? Cody, answer me.
Does Cody on it? Cody.
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 Is this sideways?
But yeah,
Somebody
anyways.
answer me. Is it sideways? Tessa, Maya, Mia,
Is it
weird.
sideways?
Cody, David.
Princess Jasmine.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back. It's sideways. All right. Here. Do something, man, because you're fucking me all up here, man.
It's your fault.
All right.
It's
All right.
your
All
fault
right.
that
All right.
His phone
So-
cannot stand.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
The lack of knowledge. Okay, thanks, you guys. I got it. The lack of knowledge is huge.
Yeah, and it's very decisible. Like you can tell right then and there, even if you bought your belt, quote, or not even
Absolutely.
quote unquote. If
Absolutely.
you literally bought your belt off Amazon.
That's so stupid. Why would you even do
Dude,
that?
it happens. Did you, Coach Ricky, real quick?
I
'cause
said
we're coming
Maya,
up on
not
the end,
Mia.
but,
There's Maya and Mia.
did you see that one? He was this one dude. He was a brown belt. He's been a brown belt. You can tell his brown belt is very faded.
Who?
I don't know what his name was, but can you look it up real quick? But it was just one white guy. He promoted himself from a brown belt to a black.
Yes. No. I
And-
saw the purple to brown.
Oh, okay.
It was
thought
purple to brown.
Oh, okay. I
It was purple
apologize.
to brown. Yeah.
But even still,
Yes.
there are facilities and places like you can go to Boss Rutan's place and he'll
Uh-huh.
promote you because he's legit black belt. He doesn't have an official one, but
He'll-
Boss Rutan's a fuck. That
he'll-
guy, yeah, right there.
Yes, I saw this. Yes.
So promotes himself to brown belt. I had such a big problem with that. I had
Oh,
a
so did I.
Huge problem.
He
with
actually got kicked out of that spot.
Oh, really?
He did because the head instructor was on vacation or something. He said,
That's probably why he did it, because he was pissed
Yeah.
off. 'Cause He was
That's why
supposed to
he
be.
did it.
"I don't care what you do in your life. when it comes to wrestling, grappling, submission grappling, jiu-jitsu, anything like that, this has to
So
be
what is he
earned.
saying? What is he
You cannot
Nutshell
buy
version-
this.
Is he
Nutshell
saying that
version,
he earned it?
Yes, nutshell
He's-
version. He
so-
says I've earned it because I've done it for so long.
He says he doesn't want to live within the confines because jiu-jitsu is supposed to be like a free thing. You're supposed to be free, live within your own style. So he doesn't want to live within the confines of these rules, which is bullshit because, yes, there are rules for a
Yes,
reason, you
yes.
know? But like I was saying, what I love the most about any type of ground fighting, well, fighting in general,
Yeah,
you will be exposed immediately. Immediately. I've had guys before who said, well, I'm a wrestler. I've wrestled for X amount of years. And we're going over, I'm like, cool. You're going to fit right in because tonight we're doing single legs. And they can't shoot to save their lives. Or they're shooting at the wrong range. Or their head's in the wrong position.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never wrestled in your life.
Yeah.
Wrestling your brother in the living room is different from actually wrestling.
yeah.
You know, high school wrestling, whatever,
Right,
junior
yeah.
wrestling,
Yes.
whatever.
Dude promotes himself too.
What? There's another
Okay, so
one?
now Mike has found a string of people promoting themselves.
Mike's about to go, or Dom's about to go promote himself after this podcast.
No, I can't do that. You gotta know. See, this is where I pride myself. As
Yeah,
big
dude,
of a
you shoulda-
douchebag,
you shoulda heard
as
how-
big of a douchebag as I am, I will
Big,
never
big
do that. Fuck,
douche-
When you
douchebag.
gave him that stripe,
I almost cried. No, this is a real true story. You gave me my stripes, or I've
I
earned my
slept. I
stripes.
slept with my blue belt when I got it.
I'm sure. It's the most
Not like-
significant. Yeah.
you guys are.
I
fucking
slept
homo.
I would
next
have made
to
a
it.
noose. But no, when I earned my stripes,
Yes.
I almost cried that night. But I was like, you know what? This is
the
just
stripes I gave you.
Yes. I was like, I've earned
that
these.
means a lot, buddy. Thanks.
I almost cried. I seriously
Oh,
did. And,
that
and
was
the
a
speech.
that was a joke. It was an
Oh.
actual jujitsu, like making fun of that dude.
Oh,
Ah,
so-
okay,
pause
okay.
just real quick. So I
Hey.
almost cried.
Isn't this you
And,
guys?
No.
The mannequin challenge of the jujitsu.
We did do one.
They
Go on
did
my
do one.
Instagram. You can see
Yeah,
it.
that shit was funny.
No, to sum it up real quick, I almost cried. And to self-promote, because even there was one dude in particular who's like, you're a very brand new blue belt. He
Yeah.
thinks I am. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I know what I can and I know what I can't do. And when I go against even a brand new blue belt, I'm like, dude, there's either a mental block or something. I'm like, dude, this guy is just manhandling me. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. So I go back to I need to go home. You go to my butterfly
Yeah.
because I know I'm very confident
Yeah.
in my butterfly. For you guys that don't know, it's like when you put your feet in between someone's thighs and you just stop them from advancing.
It's a flying insect.
Yes, and that too. So it's very real. The mats do not lie. They won't allow you to.
No.
Unless you're that head instructor guy that, again, back in the 90s where, he goes all ham on you and you
Yeah.
don't know shit.
Back
that
when
can
nobody
happen.
knew any type of jiu-jitsu, it was easy for you to say I'm a black belt.
Right.
Because, a purple belt to Mike, he doesn't know the difference in a purple belt and a black belt. The purple
Right.
belt's just going to ball him up.
Right.
And could have a black belt on. And Mike would be like, oh, that guy's a black belt.
Yeah.
Because he just destroyed me. But then another purple belt would be like, I don't know if he's a black belt.
Yeah.
He didn't really give me a lot of trouble.
Right.
So, yeah, you cannot lie. You cannot fake the funk.
Yeah.
I like that. We're bringing back the 90s.
And
Yeah,
what
damn
about,
right.
Faking the funk.
What about because I've done taekwondo when I was younger. I did taekwondo. Exactly.
Yay.
Like, but I had my instructors were like black belts with like 3 stripes. You
Yeah.
know, like 3rd degree, whatever degree black
Yeah.
belt. How does that work? Like, if say you took taekwondo and became black belt, fucking master that shit, and you go into
It has no correlation to jiu-jitsu.
It doesn't like.
I have
like
a girl, if she's still on, Mia. Hi, Mia.
Is that the
She's
blue
no, that's ethnic Mia.
But I'm not just
Oh,
talking
okay.
about taekwondo. I'm talking about any martial arts, karate, taekwondo, or not
Well-
jiu-jitsu, kempo, or like some shit like that.
American Kempo's is okay. They actually have jiu-jitsu in their curriculum now.
Like, how does it?
And that's straight up kind of fighting, right?
And
Not
then my
like,
nephew-
yeah, it's like boxing too. Like
my nephew,
No, it's good stuff.
right?
It's good stuff.
That's the difference, right?
like my
Yeah.
nephew, he's the one outside. He took he just got a yellow belt in Tang Sudo.
Tang Sudo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tang Sudo, and the dude does Brazilian jiu-jitsu and other stuff
Well,
in his gym.
so really quick here, Tang Soo Do is Taekwondo. Tang Soo Do was taught to the Korean military, and then over the years through competition, it watered and diluted, and then became Taekwondo. So it's very similar, but Tang Soo Do is a lot more combative than Taekwondo.
Okay.
So yes, I would put my kids in Tang Soo Do over Taekwondo.
Okay.
I mean, I put them in Jiu-Jitsu over anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so
I
you
didn't have
know,
a choice. I was put into this class. You know
well,
what I mean?
so you
Still
know
a
the
bitch. Still kick your ass.
the reality
belt.
of it is, if you have a black belt in Taekwondo, throw it in the trash can. Come train jiu-jitsu. no,
No,
well,
but I'm saying like
the reality
not
of it
just
is, look,
with Taekwondo. I'm saying with like
I
other-
can't
doesn't
spar.
translate.
I
Like,
can't
it doesn't
spar
translate.
with the Taekwondo guy if I'm strictly jiu-jitsu. He's gonna kick me in the head and put my lights out. They're great. They're amazing practitioners. Don't get me wrong.
Their range is incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
But-
in that,
in and
in
out
that,
is crazy.
When the fight goes to the ground, they are absolutely helpless. And like I said, I have a girl. Her name is Mia. She has a black belt in I think Taekwondo. She's a black belt in Taekwondo, a black belt in some other striking art, and a brown belt in Judo. And when I take her down to the ground, she's completely helpless, like the rest of the world. She's humbled herself and put a white belt back on.
Oh,
which
that-
is
yeah.
which is amazing. By the way, that's amazing. If you could humble yourself, you have a black belt in 2 martial arts, you have a brown belt in another, and you humble yourself and say, "I'm going to put a white belt back on. Show me. I'm an empty cup."
Yeah.
That just speaks to its own right there. What kind of person you are.
Well, Josh Barnett. I mean, if you guys don't know who Josh Barnett is, he was a former UFC heavyweight champion.
Was
He
awarded his black belt.
Dude, okay, go. I mean, the guy is the face of shoot wrestling or not shoot catch wrestling.
Catch wrestling, yeah.
and
Yeah.
great submission wrestling type of
Yeah.
stuff. But he started doing I forgot what kind of karate or shanso or whatever it is. Give himself a white belt, and everybody's
Okay.
like, "You're a former UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with the white belt?" He goes, "I've never learned the art.
Yeah.
I can punch."
Well, he was awarded his BJJ black belt.
Cool.
And because of who he was in the catch wrestling world,
Right.
and he would even he even publicly said, like, I've never even really put on a gi.
Okay,
Yeah.
What's catch wrestling?
It's a, in my opinion, don't be
No,
offended.
no,
it's-
go
it's
ahead. Do your
more-
thing.
That's all I'm like.
Do your
It's
thing.
more aggressive type of jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is very gentle. It could be very hard, and you know they can pull you in, and that's where it starts. Catch wrestling, in my experience, is more just
It's like submissional wrestling.
yeah. It's like wrestling, like on top. They want to be on top. They don't work off their back like jiu-jitsu can and do. Catch wrestling is more of a bulldozer kind of type, and they get
With
something.
submissions.
So it's called catch as catch can. So if they catch an arm,
Yeah.
they're going to use it. They catch a leg, they're going to use it. So in jiu-jitsu is a little different. There's collars, there's this and that and that and this.
That was a lot better description than I thought it was going to be, though. Good job, Dom.
Well,
no, that was great.
I was like-
started in Sambo.
Oh,
I did
okay.
Sambo, which is a Russian.
That explains a
Russian
lot.
martial art. That's why I like wrapping around with the leg.
You expect me to believe you know jiu-jitsu?
So I like wrapping myself around the leg. It's
Yeah.
just I started in leg locks. That's how it is.
What happened
But-
to your live video, man?
It shut off.
It's an
My
iPhone.
battery's low, and you're using the charger, so
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Nah, it's cool.
Well, my live video's still
But yeah,
going,
hey,
so.
yeah.
We gotta
long as
wrap
it's
this
still
up really
going.
quick because I got other obligations. But to
What's
sum
more
it up-
important, Dom? Your family or jiu-jitsu?
or me.
Come on.
Man, oh man, now you throw yourself in there. Now I'm all over the fucking place. I'm playing basketball in 4 courts.
So
man.
can we just get really? Oh no, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, so just to sum it up, catch wrestling different, sambo is different, but they're all submission wrestling, all different types of sambos, leg locks primarily, but they do other things. Catch wrestling is that
Yeah.
bulldozer kind of submission wrestling.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is I would perceive it as a more gentler, more technical.
Well, in Japanese, it translates to the gentle art.
Right. So that's how there is how it is. So you know what I mean. So that's how.
In my opinion, it's the gentle art.
Well, at least you know I'm not bullshitting.
So to kind of get back on like the whole self-defense thing, just 90. Well, statistically, only 0.01% of people actually train to actually fight in a life or death situation. Now, here's another fun statistic: is 9 out of 10 fights will go to the ground.
Yeah, that was always
Yeah.
the thing. Even growing up. It was
So
like,
90
it goes to the ground.
so 90% of the fights will go to the ground, but yet only 99.9% of people do not train to fight on the ground. So when you look at that, you're okay. 90% go to the ground. 99.9 don't train to go to the ground.
That's a scary thought, especially being in a gym where we're all on the ground.
And so I'm thinking like, well, I have the upper hand.
Yeah.
But in the same token, do I want the fight to go to the ground? What if I have my kids in the car
Yeah.
and someone takes my back and I can't stop the choke for some reason?
Yeah.
What if he's just a massive man?
Yeah.
Then I get put to sleep. What happens to my kids?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't want anybody. Yeah.
And so then you start kind of dipping into the different variables
I'm just
of
gonna get a
self-defense. Look, I always tell women this all the time, especially women, because they're the worst at it. Sorry, ladies, but do not get in your car and just sit there and text for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Go.
Get the fuck out of there.
Oh.
Go.
Okay, in
Whoever
general.
was going to try to get you, they've been watching you. It wasn't just a random act.
Well, they say that the person that's going to hurt you or rape you or something.
Look,
they know you.
Get in
You
your
know
car. Get in your car and go. Don't sit there and fucking send out tweets and shit or update your
Yeah.
Facebook for 10
I
minutes.
just stopped at Walmart.
Oh my God.
This bitch.
Killer workout at 24 Hour Fitness.
dude.
Can't feel my
All the
legs.
time, dude.
But you're dead.
Well, I said,
Dude.
you know the story of like when people put like something on the windshield.
Oh,
They'll put something on the windshield.
he's been on Facebook.
I did, but if you
It's the
think
girl.
Are
That
these
does-
like
I'm
this
not
like
saying it's true. I'm not
like
saying
the
it's true at
modern
all.
day like
This
chain
girl put a
chain
fucking-
mail, chain messages, or what are they
No,
called?
no, no, no.
Chain mail?
Found a fucking flannel on her windshield.
Yeah, that
and
thing.
it
A
was,
flannel?
Like, tucked in, like it wasn't
Like
just
underneath the
somebody
windshield
threw it
wiper.
on. It
So you
was,
can't
like,
just wipe it
tucked
off. It's a
in.
fucking shirt.
Okay.
And she got
Go
to
on.
her car and she was like, "What the fuck?"
And she got out.
No. She turned it on
She
and
actually was
drove.
smart and
Yeah.
drove off.
'Kay.
And then when she was like somewhere safe, then she took it off. But
Yeah, and there was a running.
but
car
she was
next to
like,
her
it
and
wasn't
stuff
just
like that.
tucked in; it was like tied on. Like somebody took the time.
Yeah.
to
So
fucking
I mean,
do
if
that
you
shit.
whether it's true or not, I don't
Yeah.
really give a shit.
Yeah,
If
you
you
do.
think about it, that could happen to anybody, and that's
Yes.
a very smart thing to do. Or as for a raper, you know,
For
what
the
I mean? It's like-
raper.
yeah, because you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Because you're like, fuck, I got.
Whoa,
in the
whoa,
car,
whoa!
didn't even see it.
Let's not
What's
give.
wrong with you,
whoa,
man?
whoa, whoa!
I'm
Let's,
just saying.
let's not give people tips on how to rape
I
people,
know.
Dom. Remember, I just gave you the
That's a
statistics.
cool idea.
There's 99%.
rapist.
There's 99.9 people that
Something's wrong
are
with
could be
you, man.
rapists, man. Jesus Christ,
That's
Dom.
an actual pretty cool way to be a raper.
He's like, hey, on our next Modest Revenge people, we're gonna tell you how to rape people.
Mike quit for some reason.
And I have a bail hearing in 2 hours.
Let's wrap that up.
Oh man.
Go ahead, John.
Oh man.
Where can
So
they get a hold of us?
oh man. So you can get a hold of me at Flow Roll Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Instagram, Facebook. Again, my sponsor,
Not where I
Breakpoint
wanted
Fight
to go.
Company, breakpointfc.com. Go ahead. Boom.
Just for the record, I wasn't saying that I needed to, wanted to, or encouraging
And
people
I have
to
to
rape
back him
people.
up. No, he didn't.
Oh, and my new sponsor, Mod4Up on
Yeah.
Instagram
Yes.
and Facebook. Mod4Up. I need
yeah.
a shirt.
Oh,
Yes.
That's all I want for my welcome
he's
package.
already on it.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, we're already
Don't
on
worry
it.
about
All right.
He's already on it. So.
That's how it works.
Coach Ricky, thank you for being here.
Thank
Mike,
you, you guys.
I
It's
have my
always a pleasure.
reservations.
Always a pleasure, man.
Always a good time. I'm probably one of the only people that can get you to drink beer back to back. You just keep.
I
drinking
had
beer.
2 beers and
Yeah.
I'm drunk, man.
you just see how he picked that. That's you,
Yeah.
man.
You were talking earlier, and you were like, "And you know, I'm around, man."
And me and Dominic were like,
Okay. But thank you, Coach. Appreciate it, Mike. Do your thing, Mike.
hit us up on mod4up@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can listen to us on YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. So listen, like, share, comment. Hit up at FlowRow
rapist.
BJJ on Instagram. Also,
Is it Ricky
Ricky
underscore
Nunez
underscore
BJJ?
Yeah, Ricky underscore Nunez underscore BJJ. That's my athlete page.
Yeah.
Athlete.
Yeah, he plays ass back. Where the coach get your ass back.
Ready, Coach?
Get your ass back.
Oh man. These guys are assholes. They're assholes.
So find him on his athlete page.
Oh, find him on his ass
Fucking
back
phone
page.
died again, man.
You gotta lose your sponsor after that.
Right?
Oh, good one. Good one.
MLD4EP@gmail.com. MLD4EP anywhere that's a somewhere you can find us. Flow
man.
Roll, BJJ, Ricky Nunez. Thank you for being here. Mike, anything else?
Word.
I'll catch you guys later.
Peace out.